Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you a sit tour of P&O Cruises Azura, so I really hope you enjoy this video. Azura is a Grand Class ship, which means she will have similarities to other Grand Class ships including Grand Princess, Crown Princess. She is also similar to Ventura because she too is a Grand Class ship. A unique feature to all P&O Cruises ships is that they feature the Union Jack flags. I have never come across this on any other cruise line, but I think this is a nice touch. Azura has 14 passenger decks and has a fairly standard size as cruise ships today. Just look at that view, isn't it spectacular? On the way up to deck 19, we pass the ship's funnel. This is a mechanical marvel and is so giant and spectacular to look at. So up the stairs to deck 19 we go. On the way from deck 17 we need to pass up through deck 18. The view from the stairs from deck 18 to deck 19. Let's have a look what's inside this door. As you can see, there is a lift, but only one lift. This is due to the limited space on deck 19. So when you are on the lower decks, you'll have to press a certain button for deck 19, which will give you the right lift for this deck. On deck 19 is the sports court. This has a array of different things to do, including golf, tennis, basketball and football. I really like this place and my sister loved it as well. Just next to the door that leads to the left, you can find a variety of sunbeds. It appears as though on this deck you will have to take a sunbed to your spot, as there is not sunbeds available or already out on the deck.
I think there are.
Part of the deck, there is a variety of tables with chairs. I think this is a nice concept, as you could go to the buffet and take your food up here, because it's very nice and quiet due to its height. Over here you find a view down to deck 17. We'll be covering that in a few minutes. Next up is deck 18. We are right by the planet bar now. the reveal of that will be coming later on in the video. But for now, let's see the open space of deck 18. Here we have a sculpture of some sort. I really don't know why that's there. And also a variety of open deck space. This is a lovely place to go if you would like to bathe in the sun in the morning air. Here's another view from deck 18. One of the highlights about cruising is the scenery of the ocean you get to see. It's always incredible to watch the waves go by, and lots of things like dolphins and jellyfish. Here is the Epicurean restaurant with this outside terrace looking very nice. It would be a very nice concept to try this menu. Under the barrier we go, and onto another part of deck 17. Here is the second part of deck 18. Two parts of deck 18 are separated off at the afterdeck due to the canopies over that bit of the Epicurean I showed you. Both sides have spectacular views, and there is another door into the planet bar. From deck 17 we get our first glimpse at the terrace pool, as well as the plunge pool for smaller children. Here there seems to be some sort of telescope. Now, let's go down to deck 16. This little area is where we are staying for the day. An interesting thing about deck 16 is there appears to be no way to get between the aft lifts and this area where the terrace pool is. It seems like they're separated by the kids club, but if you know anything more, please let me know in the comments. Here is the plunge pool, which is a space just for young children to go and have a nice dip in. There appears to be a variety of toys as well. And onto deck 15 we go. Here you will find a bar called the Terrace Bar. This is where you can get a variety of drinks as well as Dude's ice cream. There are also a lot of tables similar to the ones on deck 19 we saw earlier. Now, deck 14 is mainly cabins, but at the far aft you will find the terrace pool. From aft to midship on deck 15 you will find the Venetian Verona buffet restaurants. These are the more casual of the dining options, as they offer around breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner and late night snacks in a casual setup. This is why you will get at your own food from the counters. After of the afterwards, you will find the Verona restaurant, and in front you will find the Venezia buffet restaurant. Here's the great selection of food available in the buffet. You can obviously tell why I love this menu. If you want to see the food in more detail, be sure to check out my sister's channel, Elnatos 17. She'll have a variety of different videos coming up all about the food on this cruise that she tried, so be sure to check out her channel. Overall, I like the style of the buffet, as they mean you can have as much as you want. Let's see what's through these doors. Spanning through decks, the aqua pool is a wonderful place right in the centre of the set. It is an airy open space with a lovely nice pool and a rather unique feature, a sea screen. This shows phones all day long and is a very nice touch in my opinion. Also on deck 15 you will find this bar, which I love. Next to the main pool you will find a variety of whirlpools. As you can see, the best spots of the sea screen are from higher up. The next thing after the aqua pool is the pizza. This serves a variety of different pizzas, including pepperoni, chicken and lots more. There is also two Thai screen next to her, although as you'd expect, this is an extra charge. Moving forwards, you will find the coral pool. This is the main pool for things like sailaway parties and tropical deck parties. There is a whirlpool accompanied by a whirlpool to make a nice relaxed atmosphere. There is also the coral bar, breakers bar and poolside grill. The coral bar and the breakers bars are very nice poolside bars with friendly staff on them at hand to answer any of your needs. This, however, is the poolside grill, which offers hot dogs, burgers, chicken burgers, bacon cheeseburgers and so much more. I love this place and I'm sure I will come back to this sometime during the cruise. This is one of my favourite spots on the whole ship, right at the front of deck 16, where you have views of the bridge and the front of the set. I even got away with the captain once. That was such a memorable experience and I hope I would do it again. This is also one of the most windy spots on the whole set. When we were departing in Guapara yesterday, it was so windy that we had to hold on to the bars and protect ourselves from the wind. It even blew my hat off. Luckily, whilst in port of Fuerteventura, always good, and it is not as windy as it was when we were departing La Palma. Through these reflective windows, you will find the Oasis Bar and Gem. I didn't visit this, however, from past experiences, my sister has been there and she said it was very well equipped. At the aft of deck 18, you will find the Planet Bar. This has a variety of seats to lounge about in a relatively nice bar, and the most unique feature is that it features screens of different places in the world. I really like this. Another thing about the Planet Bar is the piano. There was a pianist last night that played some really nice songs. Up on deck 17 is the Epicurean. This is a pay extra venue where you will have a spectacular meal, which is 5 course, and there will be things like food being crafted right by your table and loads of fancy courses. This is the most expensive Exeter's venue, but I'm sure it would be a nice place to go. Let's look at that door. Everything here is top notch, from the little doors that are sleek and elegant to the luxurious food with a signature topping and dressing. So let's go in and see what it's all about. We'll meet in the corridor which leads to this large bedroom. Here, 2 comfy single beds are waiting for you. There is also a bunk bed on top, as we have 3 guests in our cabin. Note, this cabin can accommodate up to 4 guests, as this bed is not down for our 3 guest configuration. There are 2 lamps, which is really nice and cosy, but there are also the 2 main light switches here. This one controls the main space, but I'll show you what this one does now. As you can see, there is a large space for storing your luggage. In this wardrobe there is a safe which works really well, and lots of other shelves to store your things too. This is perfect for putting your rucksacks on top of, and as you can see there is a large variety of coat hooks. Just up for it is where your life ticket is stored. This switch controls the bathroom lights. The bathroom itself is quite nice really. There is a nice tap which works really well. The toilet is quite loud, unfortunately. And the shower has a clingy shower curtain, but other than that it works really well. There is a nice big picture on the wall. There are also another variety of drawers. There is a Holy Bible, but I don't know whether that's supposed to be there or not. Moving over here, you find a fridge inside this cupboard. This is quite secretive, and I didn't know till quite recently. And this is the departing day of our cruise when I phoned this, and we were on our way to catch a plane back. It was very nice and quite cold, but not the coldest ever. There is a nice large desk chair by the desk. The desk itself is really large and contains a telephone. The telephone, I don't know how it's worked, because on our other ship journey, Iona, the in-cabin telephone phoned the cabin's numbers, but this doesn't seem to be the case on this ship. Up here is a large television, and with loads of good movies to watch, and my favourite, the movie map of Azura. Also, you will need to put a key card in the light controls. Although in our case we put a lecture card in, and so we don't have to bother of putting our key cards in every time. Over here is the temperature controls. Although even on the coolest setting, it was scorching hot. I dread to imagine what it would be like on the hotter setting. There is also a variety of tea and coffee making facilities. Here is 2 nice cups, as well as a glass. This, however, is a bowl with a spoon on it. Here is the kettle, which we didn't try, but I saw it was really nice and efficient. It looked modern, which was good. There are also the tea facilities for you to use. There are a lot of tell tea ones which I'm sure people enjoy. The door can be locked from the inside, so the cabin stewards can't get in and clean the room when you're in. There is supposed to be a ladder here, but as my sister has been a pre-gymnast before, we didn't bother to put this ladder up. There is also a mirror here. overall, this cabin is rather nice, and I'm sure everyone will enjoy it. I also love the prospect of inside cabins, as you can pretend it's night when it's actually the middle of the day. From Deck 726 is the Playhouse Theatre. This offers a variety of different entertainments, including the Headliners Theatre Company. However, when I was filming this, the cast were doing a party, so I won't be able to show you this very much, but here's a brief look. Moving slightly back from the Playhouse Theatre is the Glass House. This is a really nice bar to sit and round about before dinner. This also offers stunning views of the promenade and the ocean out to sea, or in this case, Tenerife Port. As the after Deck 7 is Manhattan's. This bar is a really nice place to go and relax. In the night, this offers vocalists and things like that, and it shifts right into the night to a more disco style.
Started to cry, but then remembered I rocking by myself flowers. I'm on the myself, talk to myself for hours. Say things you
Running all around Deck 7 is the promenade. This offers sweeping views of the ocean out to sea and also scenery of the land. This is a beautiful place to watch the sunset. Over here is Cindy. This offers Indian cuisine and Oriental dishes. The smell was really nice in here, and although it is an extra charge restaurant, I'm sure that the price is not very much. Also on Deck 5 you will find the Art Gallery. This offers a beautiful array of pictures to look and to even buy if you want to. Here's a picture of a lion at a London Underground station. This is quite a quirky feature to have, but I really like it. On Deck 5, we encounter the first level of the 3-deck tall Grand Atrium. This is a lovely open space with marble and spiral staircases, creating an amazing atmosphere. There are even chandeliers at the top of this atrium. On Deck 6, 6, near the front of the set, you will find Brody's. This is the fanciest British pub you'll ever come across at stay. This is also where most live sports events are. If you're wondering, it is also the main bar for the casino, as it is located right next to it. Once again, welcome back to the Grand Atrium. Another cool feature of the atrium is the glass lifts. There are 2 lifts at the Midship lift lobby that are glass ones. Above the atrium, they all have sculptures of things like steering wheels and artifacts. But as you can see now, they stretch out to the atrium and creating a marvellous view of the atrium. This is a glass lift going up to the atrium. Here's a view of the atrium from deck 6. There are a variety of slots on deck 7 and 6. Let's take a look inside. This one is a mix of different slots including Clarence, SD Voida, Clinic, Izzy Manic, Lancome, Benefit, Channel, Dior, Marc Jacobs, Calvin Klein, Paco Rabanne, Boss, Dolce & Gabbana, Radar, Longings, Clifton and Tagua. Also next to the atrium on deck 6, you'll find a variety of shops and the reception. This is where you can inquire about any needs during your cruise. Next to this, you will find the Explorer, which offers us royalty on future cruise sales and also shore experiences. The next thing you encounter is the library. This is a really nice quiet place to sit and relax and read a book. Here is the Pinot Cruises shop. This offers a variety of different souvenirs to suit your taste. And on deck 6 midship, you will find the Peninsula restaurant. This is one of the 3 restaurants, the others being the Meridian and Oriental restaurants. The Peninsula and Meridian restaurant operates on freedom dining, where you can turn up whenever you want and get assigned a table. The Oriental, however, offers fixed dining, which is why you have first and second sittings, and you turn up at any of these sittings and you have a fixed table to go to. We prefer the freedom dining, but everyone else has their own personal opinions. Let us know in the comments which one you prefer. These restaurants offer breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea and dinner in a more formal setting than the Venezia available place I showed you earlier. As you can see, the restaurant offers some really cool and modern lighting on the top of the ceiling. It feels quite constellation style. As you can see, this restaurant has a large variety of windows which let open light flood into the restaurant, creating a calm and relaxed atmosphere.